I almost forgot my last video to look at my long-term trend support for the Nasdaq. This teal line here, this long upsloping teal line right here. This one is my long-term uptrend. And you can see in the past when we broke through, when we broke below it, there was usually some follow through. I mean, here is like a slight break, but it's more of a hold. This is an internal line too. It doesn't account for the tariff sell-off. Tariff sell-off kind of threw off a lot of technicals and everything. So it's what we call an internal trend line where it touches the most times, where it finds key levels the most times. It's not exactly where the bottom is, and you can see it touches it a lot of times until, and we broke through it again, and I think that means there's a good chance that it continues to sell off and we get pullback to some other major levels. Maybe we get some pullback in the 500s. And I just started trading futures recently. I've been trading futures with a broker for like a couple of years. You can basically just trade the futures markets, which are more liquid, and they trade 24/7. So if your schedule is, if you're on a day schedule and you work during the day and you want to trade stocks, but you don't have the 25,000, you can trade futures with a lot less. And but I started using a prop firm, and I wish I had found this earlier. So you don't have to use your own money. You basically pass an evaluation, and they eventually give you live money to trade. And you can even trade these simulated accounts. They call them express funded accounts with Top Step, and you can get payouts. You can make money. You can get 90% of the split. They get 10%, which is nothing because you're able to trade a lot of futures contracts for no cost to you other than a subscription. And I recommend it if you're thinking of day trading stocks or you're trading stocks and you're losing, which most people are. I recommend just not risking your own money and using a futures prop firm and just learning futures because it's actually easier to me than trading stocks intraday because the algos, there's a stock that's like a small stock that's really in play, that the algorithms just find ways to get you out of it and lose money. And these futures are real liquid, and there's a lot of repeatable patterns. I mean, the technicals are really smooth. It's a lot smoother than stocks. Like I was saying, these algorithms will just drop it out of nowhere. Um, but of course, you can get volatility, like you see in the metals markets, like silver and gold. That has been pretty crazy lately. So I use Top Step. There's a bunch of other ones too, and they're like 50, $100 a month, and you get to take an evaluation. This is a combine. Like I struggled for a long time to get break even. Now I'm basically a break even trader when I stick to my rules. I don't have psychological blowups. Like the psychology I found is more important than anything. Like psychology is everything. The patience. I've been more patient now. I've been very patient, and I just pick my best setups, and stick with them. And I can flip my bias too. You get open minded. You can't have a big ego. And I'm doing the best I've done so far. And it's combine. I'm up like $561 here. You can see my average winner is $41. My average loser is -14. And I just trade small because it's just easier to manage the risk. And you guys start somewhere with the sizing. Like you don't. I find it's easier to trade smaller amounts that not going to psychologically throw me off. I'm up 400 on this week in this combine, and I've had a lot of good trades. Like I could have added more size to these, and that's eventually what you do is you just start adding more contracts. These are actually the micros. Like I'm trading the smallest one you can trade, so that easily could have been $1,000 day. If when I start increasing my size and I get more consistency. But I've been trying to pass this combine. You gotta get to 53,000. This is all simulated. This is all fake money. Basically, it's simulated. Um, Kind of hard to explain, in a quick video, but you can do some research if you're interested in trading futures with prop firms. And the Top Step customer service has been really good. Like they've always been responsive. I chose them because the other ones, I read the reviews about the customer service, and they were bad. Like they would take days, days to get back to you or never get back to you. So I like the Top Step service. And I've just been chugging along, just keep going. This combine, and I'm possibly gonna have 5 days in a row here, green.